Hello and welcome to PocketGamer.biz's Monetizer feature. This is where we have a look at free-to-play mobile games, have a look at the gameplay, the monetization techniques they're using, and just generally trying to look at some of the trends that are going on in the space. So, kind of doing something kind of slightly differently for 2014. 2013 we tended to download games and kind of play them from scratch, so get kind of the opening 10-minute kind of flow. Now we're kind of some of these games I've played a bit more, so we can kind of get a bit more in depth into what's going on, which hopefully will be a bit more incisive. So the game we're going to play today is Pocket Gem's Epic Empire. So let's let it kind of load up. So it's kind of I guess a game roughly in the kind of a mobile kind of strategy, city building, kind of Clash of Clans type genre. It's a bit different. I mean, we're kind of seeing a lot of companies release games in roughly in that kind of strategy genre, but try and innovate obviously around it. No one's going to overcome Clash of Clans as the most popular game. So with Epic Empire, Pocket Gems has the kind of city building element, but it's the kind of combat focus is more on a kind of RPG level. So we can kind of see this already. So I've been attacked. They've not attacked my base, they've actually attacked my little guy. So a typical thing here, there's can I want to go and get revenge on them? I can't really be bothered about that kind of stuff. So I've been playing this for, I guess, over a month now. So it's kind of in a sense, it's not typical city, but this is like the city type thing. It's not as kind of in depth as you would probably expect from one of these games, which is one of the innovations. So there's no walls or anything. I've not got any defensive elements here. And there's no kind of cannons so these are basically kind of buildings. Obviously these are gold mines. Are giving me gold. That's one of the soft resources. There's this other resource, so this armed camp will give me. Generating this kind of iron stuff, so if I upgrade it I can get iron faster, and then these are used to build more buildings. Gold is a bit more useful as well. So we can kind of see what happens is you start off with a little area of land, and as you attack, so this is the Barbarian Woods hard. If I go in and start attacking those, there's various enemies I have to overcome, and then if I've done that I kind of gain this little bit of green, and it becomes part of my kind of village, base, whatever. So you can see these are all bits I can't play yet. Fantastical Forest is locked, but this is the Barbarian Woods number 7, so basically I have to work my way through all these. And then this was one, the Frost Fortress, that I kind of beat and then thus unlocked. So it's quite a nice kind of graphical look. It's kind of, I guess, a more kind of cute look than a hardcore look, and you can just see here my little guy, who's really the focus of the game. So you can see he's level 15. This is my multiplayer ranking. So there's an energy kind of system. I've got just loaded it up, so I'm fully energized. This is the hard currency. So it's Starstone's kind of usual. So it's actually, this is not usual. So this is an interesting game in the sense that it has 7 different in-app purchase options. So typically it goes from $100 or from $1 to $100. So it has a bit more at the low end. So it has $3, $5, $10, $19, $40. So it's kind of the usual price points, but there's 7, so it's got a bit more at the low end than some of the games. And then it, like we're seeing with quite a few games now, we're kind of having this. If you want to transfer hard currency to soft currency, they're kind of taking this kind of percentage approach. So it's not giving you an absolute. It's not saying 2,000 gold cost you this much Starstones. It's saying, depending on whatever my storehouse is here, if I fill it by 10%, I'm gonna get that much gold. It's going to cost me this much. So because I'm over 50% in my storehouse, I can't fill my storehouse by 50% because it will go too much, so I can't do that one. And obviously fill the storehouse is a bit more. I mean, these are kind of interesting. It's kind of a relativistic approach. It does mean the value of gold can change quite significantly depending on the ratio of that the game developer chooses from the soft currency to the hard currency. If you get the ratio wrong, you suddenly get these big spikes when you can only have one hard currency suddenly converts to a large amount of gold of soft currency. But anyway, that's a by-the-by trend. So in terms of what we can do, let's have a quick go on this. So we can go. So these are the quests actually. So that if I do these, I win some more hard currency. So another reason hard currency is useful is obviously you can use it to if you want to kind of refill your energy if you run out. But the basic model is that if you go to the Blacksmith, you can buy items. So items are important for obviously it's an RPG type game. So the kind of the upgrade kind of progression is by getting items and evolving the items you've equipped. So this is kind of interesting from a how the game's progress point of view. So this is the Master Blacksmith. If you want the kind of biggest, best, guaranteed rare items, it costs you 999 star stones. So even though I've been playing for over a month, I've still only got 500 and something. So obviously that's if you want to do that effectively, that's asking you to spend money. And I kind of felt that was quite a big ask. But in last week, Pocket Gems put in this other option, which is Apprentice Blacksmith. So you're not getting such good gear, and they've come up with this new kind of not really a currency, but it's forged coins. So one forged coin will get you one kind of lower quality item, and forged coins you get if they're kind of enemy drops, or you can get them through multiplayer. So effectively, it's just a kind of a way of kind of helping you progress a bit faster by encouraging you to play the game more, which I think is kind of what free-to-play games need to be giving various options. If people just want to pay, then obviously they're going to pay, but most people will pay at some point, but they might play a game for 2 months before they kind of get to a point in which they want to, I'll pay $5 to get over this kind of current obstacle. So I think you kind of need these kind of lower level monetization techniques in. So if you go to attack, so there's single player, which is a kind of, so I can attack these areas around my kind of base, but there's kind of these world maps, and these are a bit more. So on level 2 of this, it will say this area is full of difficult enemies. It's actually not. I'm quite a higher level than this. So I can just go in and just kind of grind through. So I'm level 15, and these guys are level 25, but it's actually not a very appropriate level. So it's very simple. You just tap on these guys. So there's not really an action element to it, but you're not doing nothing, as in the card games. So every time I beat some guys, I get, in this case I've got a tunic. So what I can do, so this is only level 23. So if I upgrade it, just tap on that, tap on that, tap on that. So they're in here. I'm going to fuse the items. It's going to cost me a bit of gold, but my lost leggings will level up a tiny amount. Oh, almost level 24 there. Okay. So as in a lot of these games, so you probably can't see. So this is level 23. This is level 25. So this is actually this padded armor is leveled up as far as it can go. Its maximum is 25. So it's a common item, so it's not all that good. But other items, this one here only says level 8, but the info is it's got an evolution tree. So the more I level, every time I level it up to its maximum, I can then evolve it, which is by hitting this button here. So you use these. There's a special kind of item you collect, and then you can evolve it up, and then you have another 25 levels to evolve it up to the next one. So obviously those are better items to have, and basically, I mean, very light kind of RPG stats, but that's kind of health and attack and that kind of stuff. So that's basically how the game progresses. Let's do one more. There we go, the glorious victory. So we've got 3 items this time. Oh, I've got a steel axe, not bad. still a common one though, so it can only level up 25 times, so it's not that useful. So we'll go again on this, upgrade, use the bandit cap, see if that'll get us to next level. Yeah, so it's level 24. Let's fuse that one as well. Not quite to level 25. Okay, so we can come out of there. And the other kind of thing you can do is go to the kind of the PvP area, which is not, I guess it's kind of again like the combat in that version, in that we just showed you, it's again very kind of lightweight kind of gameplay. So you just like tap on these guys frantically, and I'm going to lose because that guy's much higher than me. So you mean see I'm on these gold crowns, I'm 233, and all these guys are miles higher than me. Probably even this guy. My gear is not very good. Is it going to work? Yeah. And obviously, this is asynchronous. The other player is not doing anything at all apart from having his character walk around that. Okay. So that's so that's Epic Empire. So it's kind of doing something different to the kind of Clash of Clans type game. I guess you could say it's, I mean, casual is probably the wrong word, but it's I guess a lighter experience in what you're doing, a bit more focused in the sense that you have the character, and that actually didn't really show. So obviously, as you change these elements, his get-up actually changes, so you're getting a visual kind of feedback kind of flow. I guess the Clash of Clans type players would say this is a bit lightweight. I mean, there's not really a lot of strategy. You're basically getting items and then using them to level up. I mean, obviously you kind of want to level up items that are uncommon items rather than common items. There's not really a lot of strategy going on here. In terms of the gameplay, there's not really, you're just tapping on stuff. There's not really a lot of depth. And I guess so the game's been out probably about 6 weeks now. So I call these games as a service. It's got a long way to go because it should always be being updated with kind of new things coming in. I think it's fair to say it's not been a massive hit yet, so I guess it's still kind of trying to find an audience. And my gut feeling would be it would need a bit more kind of meat to it to kind of attract a larger audience, and certainly probably a bit more meat as well to monetize. But I think it's a very nicely put together game. I'll certainly be playing it for a bit longer, so we'll see how we get on with it.